We are the coordinators for the research track 6. Dear authors, before we begin, allow me to share the objectives of the conference. Objective of the conference is to address the most essential issues of engineering, technology, computation, automation, and knowledge management. It also serves to foster among researchers, practitioners working in a wide variety of scientific areas with a common interest in improvement of engineering, technology, knowledge management, related tools and techniques. It aims to bring in the academicians and practitioners to jointly discuss and deliberate through their plenary talks and paper presentations on the theme engineering, information technology, operations, and knowledge management. The conference will provide a common platform to foster research relations between the universities and the industry. The vision of the conference is to bring together technology experts in the one venue, not only to present breakthrough research in the area of computation and automation application, but also to promote practicality and applications in interdisciplinary exchange of ideas. Now I would like to pass on to my co-host Moktik Kalra.
Thank you so much, Hargun. I would like to introduce you all with our session chairs, Dr. Nikhil and Dr. Pradeep Verma. Dr. Nikhil Kumar Mariwala, BTech, MTech, and PhD in Engineering and Technology, is working as Assistant Professor and Head of the Department, Electronics and Communication Engineering Department, University Institute of Engineering and Technology, Kurukshetra. He did his PhD from National Institute of Technology in the Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering. He did his post-graduation MTech in Electronics and Communication Engineering from the Institute of Advanced Studies in Education University and did his BTech in Electronics and Instrumentation from MMEC, Mulana, Kurukshetra. He has more than 21 years of experience teaching graduate and postgraduate students. More than 33 students have completed their MTech dissertation under his guidance. He has published more than 5 book chapters in different international books and has authored more than 10 books with Pearson, Wiley, etc., and has more than 35 publications to his credit in reputed international journals and has 30 papers in international national conferences. He has been granted 8 patents, with 2 Indian patents and 6 international patents. He has been chairman of special sessions at more than 22 international national conferences and has delivered a keynote address at more than 9 international conferences. He has also acted as organizing secretary for more than 7 international conferences and 1 national conference. He has delivered more than 70 invited talks, guest lectures in leading universities and colleges pan-India. Now I would like to introduce all with the second session chair of the day, Dr. Pradeep Verma. Dr. Pradeep Verma is a PhD in Computer Science and MCA from IMS Ghaziabad. He comes with a rich experience of 20 plus years as an academician, and his areas of expertise include information technology, business analytics, and operations. He currently serves in Amity University, Noida as Associate Professor in AIBS, Area Information Technology, and Business Analytics. He is an avid learner who believes in keeping self-knowledge abreast with the changing technology and aim higher. Dr. Verma holds multiple certifications from various IITs in the field of business analytics, machine learning, and IT domain. Certifications on blockchain technology, business statistics, and data analytics using Python are few of the recent additions to his list. He has published several research papers in national, international journals of repute and in conference proceedings. He also holds a patent in his name. Prior to joining Amity University, he was associated with GNIOT, Accurate Group of Institutions, IILM, CET, Greater Noida, Ideal Institute and Technology, Ghaziabad. Now I would like Dr. Nikhil to address the audience.
Dr. Nikhil, I welcome you, sir.
Sir, thank you very much, and my pleasure to be associated with 4th International Conference on Computation, Automation, and Knowledge Management thank you for inviting me over, and I'm
Dr.
happy
Nikhil,
to.
with your due permission, can we start this session?
Sir, please, please, please. Thank you very much. And how many participants are there, sir? Because I have sheet of 18 participants, sir.
So we have of around 15 participants. 15
And
or
few,
16.
and
Right,
few of them are joined very just joining. They are into the process of two-
right, right,
3 or 4
right. No
participants
problem, sir.
join within 10 minutes.
That's great. So we may start, sir, without any further delays.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Continuing with the presentation, let's first discuss the brief guidelines. Dear authors, we respect your presentation. However, we will strictly follow the timeline of 10 minutes, out of which 7 minutes is for presenting and 3 minutes for questioning, in which you will mainly include objectives of the study, research methodology, data analysis, and conclusion. Best author will be declared in the valedictory session. Now I would like to call first presenter with paper ID 179, entitled Exploring the Mediating Role of Social Media Marketing Between Ease of Technology and Online Impulse Buying User.
Uh, a very good evening, all of you. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir, you are audible, sir.
Okay, just a minute. I just want to hide this sign. So shall I begin, sir? Arun sir, ये थोड़ा नीचे कैसे आएगा? ये आ गया, ठीक है, हो गया. Okay, so am I audible and am I visible? Hello?
Yes, sir, you are visible.
Okay, let's start.
And
Good evening to all of you, and I'm happy to share my experience and my paper in the 2023 International Conference on Computation Automation Knowledge Management. I'm going to present the paper, and the title of the paper is Exploring the Mediating Role of Social Media Marketing Between Ease of Technology and Online Impulse Purchase Using R. We have 5 members who have written this paper: Dr. Deepika Tomar, Rohit Tomar, Harinder Singh, Vikrant Vikram Singh, and Dr. Aditya Kumar Gupta. Let's begin with the objective of this paper. Introduction part first. It has been considered that impulse buying is usually observed into the physical domain. When a customer goes into the market, he has an option where he can see the things around, where he can touch them, where he can taste the thing, and impulsively he can buy it. But our introduction establishes the first thing, that there can be impulse buying in the online purchase as well. Because during the online purchase, 2 factors which works very strongly, and our review of literature helped us in establishing that the ease of perceived use of technology can be triggered for online impulse buying and purchase decision, as it enhances the customer experiences. So finally, does social media marketing has a role in mediating between use of technology and online impulse buying? That is the core objective, which has been established with the help of the introduction and review of literature. So the major objective of our lecture of this research is to find the impact of ease of perceived use of technology on the online impulse buying when this relationship is mediated by social media marketing. Sir, here we have this model. As you can see, this is the conceptual framework. On the extremely left-hand side, we can see the ease of use of technology, that is independent variable, and there is a direct impact C dash on the online impulse buying. This direct impact is mediated by the social media marketing, and therefore mediating variable is social media marketing. And A is establishing the relationship between the ease of technology and social media marketing. And B is here we need to find out to establish the relationship between social media marketing and online impulse buying. So there is a direct relationship, that is C dot, that is what we have to find out whether it is there or not, or there is an indirect relationship between the independent variable and dependent variable through the mediating variable social media marketing. So what is the core hypothesis? Ease of use of perceived technology has a direct impact on the impulse buying when mediated by the social media marketing. So this is our hypothesis, and this is the alternative hypothesis we have taken. To do this, we have followed a particular method where we have selected certain scale. So to measure the perceived ease of use, there are three things: independent variable. So to measure it, we have a TAM model, that is the technology acceptance model, which was developed by the Davis in 1989. We have taken 4 questions out of it. And to establish the relationship between the ease of perceived use and online purchase, the another 4 questions are taken by the ORS scale, which was made in 2018. And finally, 4 questions are taken onto the impulse buying, prepared after modifying Katchen and Lee's tale of the 2003. Later, we made a questionnaire, and that questionnaire, while we distributed that questionnaire, we followed the judgmental sampling. Now, why judgmental sampling? Because we were interested in those customers who has Facebook account and who usually purchase online. Why Facebook account? So that they get influenced, to understand whether they are getting influenced by the social media marketing or any other aspect. So we have chosen the judgmental sampling. Questionnaire were 300. It was distributed, and out of which 265 correctly and completely filled questionnaires were received. Post this, we use the process macro, Hayes process macro 4. Now, why Hayes process macro 4 only? Because it talks about the one mediating variable, because Hayes process macro talks about the more than one mediating variable and sometimes moderating variable. So to accomplish our task, the suitable model is model 4, which has been taken, and we have used the RStudio to solve this problem. So first thing, data analysis, what we have done. So we have found a positive direct relationship. So according to the table 1, an analytical finding from the Hayes process macro 4, perceived ease of use of technology X has a positive direct impact on the impulse buying. And the link between the variable has an effective size of 0.691, which is a healthy relationship. That is, it has a healthy direct relationship, and it is supported by the 95% biased correlated bootstrap confidence interval that excludes the 0 between the range of 0.6 to 1.123. Secondly, later, second table, we try to find out an indirect relationship. So here we could find out through the table that A is 0.57. That is the perceived ease of use and its impact onto the social media marketing. And the second one, beta value, the B value, which is finding the relationship between the mediating variable, social media marketing, on the impulse buying, it has come out to be 0.39. When we multiply this A and B, we must get some value which shows the indirect relationship between the ease of use of technology and social media marketing when mediated by the ease of use of technology and the online purchase when mediated by the social media marketing. So it has come out to be 0.223. And what is the total impact? Total effect is the addition of the direct effect and the indirect effect, which has come out to be 0.91, which is a quite healthy and strong relationship. Now, we also are interested to find out that whether we can generalize this phenomena or not. So the lower and upper bound value of the confidence interval for the indirect impact are represented by the bootstrap, which has come out to be positive. It is, you can see 0.090 to between the 0.51, which is a positive figure. Since both values are positive, it suggests that the indirect effect is statistically significant, meaning that it is unlikely to have occurred by the chance. So the generability of this concept or this impact is quite high. So what is the result? Hayes process macro perceived ease of use of technology, X, which is the independent variable, has a strong positive direct effect on the online buying, Y, and the link between the variable has an effect of 0.6910 and is supported by 95% biased correlated bootstrap confidence interval, which exclude the zero. The mediator, social media marketing, along with other relevant component in the model, can be explained by 15 is actually explaining the 59% of the variance in the online impulse buying according to the R square value of 0.59. Further, the R square value of 0.62 implies that approximately 62% of the variance in perceived ease of use can be explained by the combined effect of the mediator, that is the social media marketing, and other potential factor in the model. So what is the conclusion? The investigation shows that when consumers think of technology is simple to use, it indirectly affects the online impulse purchase behavior. Social media marketing mediates this indirect effect since zero is not included into the confidence interval and the effect is statistically significant. What are the managerial implications of this? The greater size of 0.691 between ease of use of technology and online impulse buying suggests an organization to emphasize on user-friendly online shopping experience. Because the simplicity of technology plays a key part in the online impulse buying, managers should work on optimizing the user interface, navigation, and checkout process of the website or app, improving the shopping experience, which can inspire the people to make spontaneous purchase. The positive result 0.223 demonstrate a moderately positive link between the technology convenience and online impulse purchase via social media marketing. Manager must recognize that social media marketing has a big impact on the consumer impulse buying behavior, especially when combined with user-friendly technology. So it is not the sole social media marketing which is working here. It should be combined with the ease of technology. There are
Just
few.
sorry to interrupt in
Sir.
between, but you are exceeding the time.
Yeah,
Request you
I'll
to
just take
please-
one more minute, sir. I'll just finally finishing it. There are a few limitations. There are just 3 limitations. First limitation is that there can be more variables which we should have considered. We have just considered one mediating variable. Second variable is that it is not only the ease of use which can put an impact onto the online impulse buying. There are many other variables which we need to consider. Thirdly, the sample size. We have restricted sample size up to India only. Further, we should have a bigger sample size where we can have the representation from the other part of the world also. This is the references, and thank you very much. I would like to thank the judges out there, the coordinators out there for giving me this opportunity. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir, for your great presentation. Now, I would like the session chairs to ask questions, if any, and conclude with marking the judgment sheet.
Well, I hope you're able to hear me.
Sir, I can hear you.
Right. So you have given in the results that your app is basically helping the consumers, right?
Yeah,
So
right, sir.
have you actually tested it in on real time, or you've just simulated the things?
Sir, this is the application of the research. This is not an app. This is the questionnaire we have made and find out the result on the basis of the consumer
Did
or
you
the basis of that question.
did you do it in real time? You ask the questions and then you evaluate
No,
the
it was the questions which we have asked, sir, and later on through the help of the questionnaire, and later on we compile the data and analyze it statistically. Real time questions were not asked.
So did you compare it? Did you compare it with other already existing results?
Yes, sir. We have compared it with other studies which has been done, which is in the part of the review of literature also, and some of the result are finding a strong correlation, sir.
Okay, fine. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. Goodbye, sir. So, coordinator, can I close it or should I stop sharing? Hello?
Just wait a second.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can bind up your screen.
Okay. Thank you very much. I'm stopping sharing it. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much. Now I would like to call our next presenter with paper ID 58,
सर देखना share stop हो गया?
entitled Artificial Natural Network Based Risk Management Analysis of Modern Commercial Banks Using Behavioral Finance Theory.
So good afternoon, everybody. I am the presenter for paper number 58. So let me share my screen. One second. I hope I'm audible clearly and my screen is also presenting.
Yes, it's visible.
Okay, thank you. So the top artificial
Aditya, your voice is not audible. It's really cracking in between.
Yeah, am I audible right now clearly?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so I was on the introduction that we are actually working on risk management for critical component in decision making. The traditional method was basically not good for handling complex and dynamic risk scenarios. So we offer a new ANN, what we say, risk management approach. It helps in leveraging machine learning and enhancing risk management capabilities. Now let us go through the importance of risk management. Why is it important? So risk management plays a crucial role in commercial banks and it helps in ensuring stability and success for banking industry. We actually choose the use case for banking industry first of all. So by identifying, accessing, and managing risk, banks can protect themselves from potential financial loss, such as they can avoid scams, which we have seen recently that they access the what we say account number and other details of customer, and at last bank has to pay for that. So there are two kinds of complex and risk environments. First is significant. First is dynamic, and another is complex risk environment. So in significance. Many industries face the dynamic and complex risk environment with various interconnected factors. So the role of risk management here is that it becomes essential in identifying and accessing and mitigating risk that may have non-linear relationship and indicate patterns. So what are non-linear relationship? So the significance of it is that traditional risk management method may struggle to identify and understand non-linear relationship. So here ANN, artificial neural network, can be adapted to recognize and model non-linear relationship. There are various kinds of patterns followed by scammers and other what we say uh, risk management issues. So the significance is understanding pattern and trends so that it could be identified easily by a machine and risk could be mitigated effectively. Our feature is also adaptability and in evolving risk factor. So in many industries evolve over time due to changing market condition, technology, advancements, or other external factors. ANN here can help in continuing learning from historical data and demonstrate a changing risk factor, providing a more dynamic approach to risk management. Impact on stability and success. So the effect here is it reduces the risk management practices. The paper in which we have approached is going to various research paper and generating a review paper. In that we have gone through many papers and suggested that through these kinds we can reduce the risk management factors. So what does the artificial neural network do? The application. So artificial neural network are increasingly used in risk management analysis in modern commercial banks. They have ability to analyze large amount of data and identify complex patterns and relationship. By utilizing financial theory can be accessed and can be provided valuable insights from it. So the key points is we are using artificial neural network. It is helped for behavioral finance theory and also it is used to combine with behavioral finance theory, offer powerful tool for risk management. That much only. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. That was a great presentation. I would request the session chair to ask the questions, if any.
Yes, as far as your paper is concerned, it is much more driven of theoretical aspect. So,
Right, sir.
if it will better if you incorporate some results with some graphs and data, so that is really be into the favor of you.
Okay, sir.
Because
Right.
when I go through your paper, it had some images, some data, but your presentation is core theoretical. So it is just an advice. In future, you must incorporate some figures, some diagrams, some data, so that you can relate your facts easily, right?
Oh, yes, sir. Right, sir.
Okay. So, Nikhil sir, you want to ask anything? Dr. Nikhil? Aditya, thank you so much. Right?
Thank you, sir. Yes, sir.
Now I would like to call our next presenter with paper ID 59, entitled Enterprise Human Resource Management Modeled by Artificial Intelligence, Digital Technology.
Uh, Hello once again. So I'm again the presenter for this paper ID, which is for the topic. 1 second. I'll just share my screen. Yeah. So the topic for the presentation is Enterprise HR Management with AI. So I'll just go through the brief as previously addressed by sir that I was not having proper diagrams. So here also he can observe these kind of things. So I will keep that in mind and I can follow it in furthermore coming presentation. I'll just introduce my topic over here. The topic is Enterprise HR Management with AI. What are the benefits of AI in HR? It helps in increasing in efficiency, improve decision making, enhance employee experience, reduce bias and discrimination, and also help in streamline recruitment process. Digital technology in HR could be addressed in the form of digital platforms such as onboarding and performance management and recruitment. The software which HR can use are based on payroll management, benefits of administration, and also help in employee data management. Tools for HR process are as follows. They could be such as digital tools and AI-powered chatbots and data analytic tools, which can help the HR to process and help in engagement with talent management. The another slide consists of employee engagement and relationship. So importance of employee engagement is crucial for nowadays. The company could actually address with employees and also get the information. So the benefit of bringing AI to address employee and the workers and others could help in retention of your employee and also lead to more stable productive workforce. Uh, AI and digital technology could help. Am I audible right now? I'm sorry, my network was lost.
Yes, you are audible.
Is my screen visible to you all?
Yes.
Okay, sorry for the inconvenience. I'll just continue from where I was disconnected. So I was on the importance of data analytics. So data analytics plays a crucial role in HR management by providing valuable insights and help in enabling data-driven decision making. So at last, the conclusion, we can take the help of AI in the role and help with streamline HR process. We can also benefit with automation and data-driven decision making in HR management and the potential impact of talent acquisition, employee engagement, and organizational performance. Thank you that much.
Thank you so much, sir, for your presentation. I would request the session
Thank
chairs to ask the questions, if any, and conclude with marking
I,
the
I, I
judges.
hope I hope you are able to hear me.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Right, right. So you have given an AI technique for what you have for digital marketing, right?
Right, sir.
So
Not
did
actually
you
for
use
digital
any?
marketing, sir. I would like to emphasize the point. It's not on digital marketing. It is actually a digital platform to engage with employee and HR. So we can actually consider the example here with a resume, where an AI can help in enhancing or classification of resumes on the basis of required skills.
On the basis of required skills, right?
Right.
So
Yes, sir.
did you use other than any neural networks? Is what you have actually communicated, right? In this
Yes, sir.
paper. So did
Right,
you
sir.
use any other technique of AI or just the neural network part?
So just the neural network part, I have gone through those and I have viewed some research paper and we have proposed some paper on based of that. Hello, am I audible?
So you must have compared it with some other papers also where the technique might have been different other than neural networks also.
Yes, sir. There are different kinds of technique, like we can use NLP also, which consists of bag of words technology. So in
Right.
classification of resumes, bag of, yes, sir.
So did you compare your
Ah,
results with them?
Yes, sir. We actually tried to do it with bag of words, but the efficiency was low. So we actually went for neural networks where different kinds of resumes are being set in neurals. And through the human or artificial intelligence, we can actually classify them on the basis of required skills.
So what was the accuracy output that you have got out of this?
So it was approximately 9%. We had a confusion matrix also. So the what we say accuracy was around 80 to 50%, 80 to 89%. It fluctuates according to the data which we give to it. So.
Okay, fine enough. Thank you very much. Thank you. Your paper ID is 58.
Thank you, sir. Right, sir. I have presented two papers right now, 58 and 59, both of them, sir.
So the paper just displayed right the paper just presented right now was paper number 59.
No, that is fine. Actually, in my sheet, neither 58 is present nor 59 is present.
The both of them were added in the last minute. So
Okay, fine
Mr.
enough. Fine enough.
has
Fine enough.
presented paper ID
We'll
58 and 59 both.
I'll add it. No problem. Okay.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you for understanding and thank you for help, Motik. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Now I would like to call our next presenter with paper ID 182 entitled Auditory-Based Botnet Recognition Utilizing AI Model in the Internet of Things Framework. Can we have the presenter for paper ID 182? So with your permission, can we look forward to our next paper?
Yes.
Now I would like to call our next presenter with paper ID 189 entitled Conduct an In-Depth Investigation into the Utilization of Satellite Data and Machine Learning Techniques for the Prediction of Rainfall.
Hello, good afternoon, everyone. Am I audible?
Good afternoon, sir. Yes, sir, you're audible.
Just wait a moment. Let me share my screen.
Your paper ID is?
189, sir.
Pardon me?
Sir, 189. Hello.
Yeah, tell me.
Yes, sir. So my name is Muhammad Mushahid Raza Khan. I am third year student of BE Computer Science Engineering at Chandigarh University. I am delighted to present to you an in-depth investigation into the utilization of satellite data and machine learning techniques for the prediction of rainfall. In a world where weather impacts can have major effects in various sectors like agriculture, hydrology, and disaster management, the ability to precisely predict rainfall becomes not only a scientific endeavor, but also a critical necessity. There are a few challenges in precise rainfall predictions, like complex nature of rainfall because of it as a natural phenomena, and the need of refined, precise, or meticulous rainfall data. However, previous or traditional techniques sometimes fail to achieve the desired accuracy of rainfall prediction, which motivates the exploration of new techniques like machine learning and satellite data. Before we move on to our methods and findings, we should take a moment to have a glance of previous studies done in this field. So here is a table representing few studies done in this field earlier. So in a most recent study, Abebe and Andeli proposed an ANFIS model which achieved a 99.92% accuracy. Similarly, there are many other studies which support the hypothesis that machine learning is a better fit for predicting rainfall. Our journey starts with data. The data collected for this study was from NASA-powered Data Access Viewer version 2.0.0, consisting the time frame from January 1st, 2000 to January 1st, 2023, centered at the city of Chandigarh, India. This dataset contains some crucial parameters such as rainfall or precipitation, relative humidity, temperature, and wind speed. This is a snapshot of data taken from the NASA powered data access viewer. In the quest to find the best machine learning algorithm for precise prediction of rainfall, we employed 4 different machine learning algorithms. Linear regression. In linear regression, we used a variant of linear regression, which is ridge regression, with a regularization term of 0.1. This term was determined through grid search. Multi-layer perceptron or MLP is another powerful parametric model which is capable of modeling in non-linear relationship between the dependent and independent variables. In multi-layer perceptron, we use the epoch's value of 1000 for convergence assurance and random state to 1 for reproducibility. The next model we used was k nearest neighbor, and the value for k we used was 3. Decision tree is a non-parametric model which we employed with the minimum required samples for a leaf node was set to 20. Next step in our methodology is data preprocessing, which is an essential phase in data analysis and machine learning. This process generally consists of cleansing, integration, transformation, reduction, and normalization of data. In our study, we removed irrelevant columns like year, month, and day, and applied min-max scaling for optimizing our dataset. For the evaluation of our models, we employed few key metrics to check with their predictive capabilities. So the first metric we used was mean squared error or MSE, which calculates the mean of squared errors or loss. The lower MSE values indicates the better fit the model is for predicting. The R2 score is the score generally is a metric generally used for calculating the precision of the models. The R2 score ranges from 0 to 1, 1 being the best performance of the model, 0 being the worst performance. The third matrix we used is mean absolute error or MAE, which calculates the mean of absolute errors. It uses Manhattan distance formula to calculate the MAE value. The lower MAE indicates the better precision of the model. Coming to the results section, we have the first graph representing KNN regression. In this graph, we have days represented on the x-axis. The y-axis represents the amount of rainfall. Here, the red line indicates the actual value of rainfall, and the green line is representing the predicted value of rainfall. The more closely green line aligns with the red line indicates the better performance of the model in predicting rainfall. The second graph is representing MLP regression. The scatter plot represents how perfectly the MLP regression is capable of predicting rainfall. The red dashed line here is the perfect precision line, and this y-axis represents the amount of predicted rainfall, x-axis representing the amount of actual rainfall. The blue dots here are aligned more closely with the perfect fit line or the perfect precision line, indicating that MLP regressor is generally accurate in predicting rainfall. The third graph we have in our result section is of linear regression. This is also similar graph to the MLP regression, but the key observation difference here in this graph is that the blue dots are more precisely aligned with the red line, which indicates that it is much better fit for the data than MLP regression. Here we have a table which is representing the model performance metrics of all four machine learning models employed. Linear regression paves its way to the top of the table with a magnificent R2 score of 0.99998 and a very significantly lower RMSE and MAE rate, which supports the R2 score. This leads us to the conclusion that linear regression achieved the highest accuracy for rainfall prediction in Chandigarh among the four machine learning models evaluated. This indicates the suitability of linear regression in estimating the rainfall patterns in localized regions. Combining satellite data with machine learning holds immense potential for enhancing rainfall prediction accuracy. The real-time observations from the satellite can provide valuable insights into atmospheric conditions, leading to more precise predictions. Our research paves the way for future endeavors in refining the machine learning models for rainfall prediction. We integrate the high resolution satellite data and advanced AI techniques for enhanced accuracy. We motivate for the development of context specific models tailored to diverse geographical regions and weather patterns. These are the references. In wrapping up of our exploration, I thank you everyone for your attention and participation. Now I invite any questions or discussions that you may have regarding this study.
Thank you so much,
So-
sir, for your presentation. I
Mohammed,
would
are you able
request
to hear
this.
me? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Is my voice audible to you?
Yes, sir, perfectly audible.
Right. So from where did you take this data on which you have performed the study?
Sir, the data was taken from NASA Power Access Viewer, which is a
Okay.
subsidiary of NASA which collects the satellite data.
And this was for which region?
This was for sir Chandigarh region.
And the entire country's data is available on that free, or you have to just ask them?
So you can take any data by just inserting the longitude and longitude of that area.
And this is for current year, right? 2023 or previous year?
Sir, the data I have collected was from January 1st, 2000 to January 1st, 2023. The 23 years historical data was collected for this study.
Right. So what was the pattern that you saw? A change in rainfall pattern? What was the evaluation that you did?
So the evaluation which we performed was for the precision of rainfall. So we have performed this study to evaluate how precisely we can calculate the rainfall prediction.
No,
So
but
which
see, there, this is the actual data that you have taken, right?
yes, sir.
and now you are trying to predict the future part.
Yes, sir. Currently we have tried to predict, to evaluate the machine learning models, like how good they are with satellite data for predicting the rainfall. We have used the a train test split method for the validation of our machine learning models for this prediction precision.
So you did the modeling using MATLAB or any other software?
Sir, I did this modeling on Google Colab using scikit-learn library parameters.
Okay, okay. Fine, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Your paper ID is, can you just repeat it again?
189 is my paper ID.
189. Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. May I again close my mic?
Yes, sir, you can.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you so much, sir. Next on, now I would like to call our next presenter with paper ID 204, entitled Emotion Analysis of Consumer Experience of Spiritual Brands.
Sir, 198 is available.
So we will just proceed with this and then come back in. Yes, ma'am.
A very good afternoon to all. I welcome all of you to the presentation on emotional analysis of consumer experience of spiritual brand. So this study of mine is more focused on spiritual brands. These spiritual brands are the brands which are being marketed and promoted by spiritual leaders. So the study is in the Indian context, and basically this presentation will be including introduction. It will be giving a brief idea about the study, research methods that are being used, the analysis, the findings that it shows, and the conclusion that this study reaches to. So if you talk about the background and the introduction of this study, over last few years, Indian fast-moving consumer goods market has evidenced a dramatic rise in the popularity of brands of few organizations, which are being led by the local spiritual leaders of India. So along with that, it has also been observed that there is a shift. The customers have become more conscious about buying and consuming the fast-moving consumer goods. So there has been a study, there has been a lot of research attention being gained by the spiritual brands, and this particular study looks at which specific values are being fulfilled, or what is the value that is being identified as a utility, perceived utility by the consumers. So the relevance of this study is that the paper aims to obtain the sentiments and emotions of the customers, of users of the spiritual brands, by analyzing their experience in the form of the product reviews. And it uses the methods like Python and the NLP process, that is NLP has been used to derive the information and the sentiments of the customers of the 86 brands. So in this, the researchers filtered and selected 4,234 product reviews of the customers of spiritual brands, which were posted on the social media, like the official website of the concerned organization, Amazon, YouTube, reviews of the product on Nykaa, and the other e-commerce websites like Big Baskets. So this study aims at identifying the values, hidden values in the experience of the customers across 86 brands, which belong to 8 different product categories of these 3 selective companies, the Isha Life, Shishi Tattva, and Patanjali. So the researchers use machine learning algorithms, and it finds out and extricates the subjective information given in these text and the written expression of the customer in the different sources. So social media and sentiment analysis have been very popular these days to derive a valuable information for the organizations, the businesses, and the researchers as well. So these sentiments are the attitude, thought, or judgments instigated by feeling of anybody. So the brand experience is the overall sentiment felt by a customer about his or her engagement with a particular brand. So it is very significant in terms of identifying certain valuable information by the organizations as well as the researchers. So brand experience depends on the customer's experience and the product experience, and the management of the brand therefore considered significant to understand the consumer behavior. So this study attempts to relate the customer experience given in the social media with consumer behavior. So social media has been a source for the users of products and the services to communicate their reviews in a variety of expression. It is highly significant for the companies and academicians to identify positive, negative, and neutral emotions of the reviewers, which they have posted. So the objective of this research is to understand the subjective opinion and emotion of the customers of spiritual brands of organizations, which are led by 3 most popular spiritual leaders of India, by analyzing their the written expression of experience of reviewers on social media. So when it comes to research methodology, the first step was fetching of the data, in which the data set used in this study was over 12,000 customer reviews of 86 spiritual brands of selected organization. As I have already mentioned, these organizations are being led by the leading spiritual leaders, that is Shishi Ravi Shankar for Shishi Tattva, Isha Life, Jaggi Vasudev, and Patanjali being led by Baba Ramdev. So the collection and arrangement of data was done in this manner. The researcher collected reviews of customers who expressed their brand experience for 8 product categories, and the data was collected from December 2022 to January 2023. 4,230 few reviews were shortlisted on the basis of the criteria like it should be a customer experience being expressed in the long text, and they were in English, and it was also aiming to cover the diversity, geographic diversity in the study. So next step was the categorization of the data. The data set was collected and arranged manually from online sources, and categorization of text was done for specific sentiments polarity based on long text reflecting customers' experience, specifying the emotions, economic value, social utility, or functional value that a customer expressed in the reviews. So the study uses NLP techniques to identify, investigate the sentiments. So it uses the, and there are 2 different methods, or sentiment and emotion analysis are the part of sentiment analysis only, but in order to analyze the more complex information, the study further used the emotion analysis to identify the and measure the 10 different sentiments of the users of these spiritual brands. So this study at the later stage interprets the values, or interprets the emotions and relates it with the customer experience and the consumer behavior with the help of the sentiment scores which were available. And it uses the literature review to identify that the interpretation, I mean to say, is being conducted on the basis of the literature review. The research paper includes those cited reviews to interpret a particular emotion. So the NRK library corpus of text post was extracted that form two sentiment categories, positive sentiments and negative sentiments. So when it comes to positive sentiments, they contain review that explicitly communicate to readers that product is good, mentioned research discoveries related to spiritual organizations if a person is seeking information on the product efficiency. And then the negative sentiments are the category where the reviewers tries to express the skepticism or he recommends the denial of using of the products. The next phase was the emotion scores. The emotion scores were derived. So you can see on the screen the different emotion scores which are being derived: anger, anticipation, disgust, fear, joy, then sadness, surprise, and trust, beyond the negative and positive sentiments. So the sentiment score is measured based on frequency of positive and negative language or expression used by customer while uploading the remarks in the text on social media. So this is the bar diagram which shows the negative and positive emotions in this particular screen by the total number of respondents. So the study reaches at the conclusion that many spiritual entrepreneurs have started their digital space to promote their brands. The sentiment analysis indicated that the customer reviews for this category of products, that is spiritual brands, were positive, and there were if you talk about specific emotions, then there were very high scores for anticipation that shows the anxiousness or excitement about using a new product or the product that are to be launched by the company. The joy indicates the happiness, and it is the sign of the better customer experience, and the trust, which happens to be a very distinguishing feature in this. So this indicates that the customer had positive expectation, experience, and opinion of reliability and integrity towards the products sold by spiritual organizations. The negative scores in the study and the emotions of the customer were anger, disgust, and sadness, although there were relatively, the scores were found very low. Overall, this study finds that positive emotions were likely to be more as compared to.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but we are just running short of time.
Yeah, that is done. I'm done.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for a great presentation. I would request the session chairs to ask questions, if any, and
So
conclude with
I
marking
need
the
to
dead
I
sheet.
need to just ask one thing. What was the age group on which the study was performed?
No, sir, in this data set, the age was not actually visible because the reviews, we can identify genders, we can identify somewhere the location, the product they have used, but not the age group, sir.
So any particular reason why you ignored the age group? Because that would also affect the study that you have done. I assume so. I don't know.
Surely, sir.
So in future, you can definitely take that into consideration because that would affect the things, right? Yeah.
Noted.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Your paper ID was again, can you
Thank you
repeat?
so much, ma'am.
204, sir. 204.
204. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Before continuing on the next presentation, just to remind to all the participants that we have a timeline of 10 minutes, which should be followed strictly, out of which 7 minutes is for presenting and 3 minutes for questioning. Next, I would like to call our next presenter with paper ID 182, entitled Oddity-Based Botnet Recognition utilizing AI model in the Internet of Things framework. Ma'am, you aren't
भगवत
audible.
ये कर दीजिए बंद. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Presenter for paper ID 182. Ma'am, you are not audible. Ma'am, while you fix the audio, shall we proceed to the next track, next paper presentation? Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, please close your screen, ma'am. Then. Thank you so much, ma'am. Now I would like to call on our next presenter with paper ID 191, entitled an evaluation of effective design parameters on earthquake performance of RC buildings using ETAB software. Do we have the presenter for paper ID 191? Next, continuing with our next presentation, I would like to call on our next presenter with paper ID 192, entitled A Comparative Analysis on Varying Transmission Ranges in MANET using AODV.
It's 192, right?
Yes, ma'am, 192.
Actually, the title was updated.
Okay, sorry, ma'am. Ma'am, you can start with the presentation.
So, yeah. So my topic is cloud-powered personalization and advanced recommendation system for e-commerce website. So this research study aims to enhance personalized recommendation systems by integrating cloud computing technology. The goal is to improve the precision and efficacy of recommendation algorithms by utilizing cloud infrastructure, scalability, flexibility, and computational complexity.
The study covers the state of recommendation systems today, highlighting the challenges traditional models face in managing large data sets and adapting to changing user preferences. It also explores the design and working of cloud-powered recommendation systems, emphasizing the benefits of shifting processing and storage to cloud-based infrastructures. We explored the use of machine learning algorithms in the cloud environment, highlighting how the cloud infrastructure supports real-time processing and ongoing learning, allowing recommendation systems to quickly adjust to the changing user behavior. The study also investigates the consequences of integrating social interactions, user-generated contents, and contextual data into the recommendation system. It also discusses security and privacy issues, suggesting anonymization methods, access restriction, and encryption techniques to protect user privacy without compromising system functionality. So by experimentation, it is analyzed that the proposed hybrid CF and CB cloud-powered recommendation system against conventional on-premises models, assessing measures like response time, scalability, and accuracy gives best outcomes, which is approx 91%. So personalized recommendation systems make it simpler for the customer to identify relevant products and services. They have become an essential component of e-commerce websites by making recommendation for items based on what each individual user is likely to find interesting. PRS may improve user experience, increase revenue, and cultivate customer loyalty. Two main PRS subcategories are content-based filtering and collaborative filtering. Through collaborative filtering, PRS users will obtain suggestions based on assessments of other users who share their interest. Product suggestions are sent to users of content-based filtering, PRS, depending on their browsing and purchasing habits. Cloud-based PRS provides several advantages over on-premises systems, including
I'm sorry to interrupt you, but please, if you focus on your methodology, so it's really help us to know about more about your paper.
Fine, sir. So we had used, so this paper is proposed on the content-based filtering method using metric factorization and collaborative filtering. And metric factorization is found to be the powerful collaborative filtering approach whose performance has to be shown to the state of art of many recommendation application. And in this proposed hybrid recommendation system, the individual recommendation scores from metric factorization and content-based filtering are aggregated on assigned weights. Utilizing the best features of each unique personal style, the hybrid method can improve suggestion, accuracy, and diversity. So the data set that was used consists of 1 million of product reviews, over 10 million customers. That was a retail rocket recommendation system that is available for experimentation. The detailed development and evaluation of hybrid recommendation system is done, which combines metric factorization with techniques for content-based filtering. And the technique entails the design of experiment, data preparation, hybridization process, and evaluation procedures. So how it was done, like data selection. So selecting a suitable data set is the first step in developing and testing our hybrid recommendation system. So retail rocket recommendation system is a well-known benchmark data set in the field of recommendation systems. So this data set is relevant for collaborative filtering based recommendation system because of interconnection between people and things. Then data pre-processing to make sure the data is suitable for our objective. Data pre-treatment is necessary before running the recommendation algorithm. So dealing with missing numbers, dividing the data and normalizing the data are other pre-processing techniques. Handling missing values by using an appropriate imputation strategy such as mean imputation and metric factorization technique, we address the dataset missing values. Data normalization in order to ensure that every source of ideas use the same scale, user item interaction evaluations are normalized. Data splitting, the data set is split into test, validation, and training set to help in training and evaluation. So the training set is used to build a model. The test set is used to evaluate the final recommendation system, and the validation set is used to fine-tune the hyperparameters. So recommendation source metric factorization and content-based filtering. So metric factorization, the latent feature underlying user item interaction, are found using collaborative filtering method of metric factorization. We have used Jupyter Python libraries to implement metric factorization and get expected ratings for all the user item pairs. And content-based filtering, this product recommendation produced by content-based filtering, on the other hand, are based on specifics or properties of the product. So to create item similarity ratings, we gather relevant data from item description or attributes. So these ratings based on content are our backup source of suggestions. So hybridization approach, that is weighted linear combination. So our hybrid recommendation system is based on the weighted linear combination of recommendation rating from content-based and metric factorization sources. So we have assigned weight to different sources in order to account for their respective importance in final suggestion. So the linear combination is like weighted of metric factorization into the score of metric factorization plus weighted content-based filtering into the score of content-based score. So collaborative filtering is solely using the past interaction between the customers and the products they have used to recommend the new items. So the item features are not important since user item interactions are used and are stored in the user item interaction matrix. User based, which measures the similarity between target users and the other users. So item based, which measures the similarity between the items that the target user rate or interact with other items. So the content-based filtering uses similarity in the products, services, or content features, as well as information accumulated about the user to make recommendation. So collaborative filtering relies on the preferences of similar user to offer recommendation to a particular user. So online e-commerce companies uses various recommendation engines to recommend a variety of suggestions to various types of clients. These e-companies generally use collaborative filtering, which scales to enormous data sets and produce high quality suggestion. This sort of filtering is based on user purchased and rated product based on the past data. This model provides a suggestion list of its customer. So by using this recommendation system, we can help e-commerce users who are looking for similar product to purchase. It will be very helpful for them, as well as e-commerce companies who are looking to provide them on the website. So this is how the collaborative filtering and content-based filtering are working. Like in collaborative filtering, what one user is, there are two users and they both are liking the same stuff. They are looking for the same kind of thing. And if the another
Ma'am,
user...
sorry for the interruption, but please wind up. We are running short of time.
Okay, fine. So these are the attributes that we are working on. And these are the results. The algorithm, content-based filtering, it gives the accuracy of 82.2% with precision of 85.4 and recall 92.1, and F1 score is 88.6. Whereas if we see the hybrid approach, that is the collaborative filtering and the content-based filtering, if we see the hybrid approach, it is showing 91% accuracy and 90% precision with additional matrices. If we can see that recommendation latency and and the training time also, it is taking lesser training time as compared to the other approaches. So we have looked at the cloud-based recommendation system in depth and demonstrated its significance in the current digital era. So the key source of importance of this system is a distinct method of personalized content delivery made feasible by growing uptake of cloud computing. So numerous important conclusions that highlight the extraordinary relevance and variety of cloud-based proposals have been drawn from this thorough examination. So one of the unique feature of cloud-based recommendation system is to use of unmatched scalability and flexibility of cloud computing. So by integrating cloud infrastructure into recommendation systems, these systems may be able to dynamically adapt to shifting demands of ever-increasing user population and ever wider spectrum of digital content. So the elastic resources, however, by cloud enable recommendation system to analyze, store, and generate recommendation efficiently, ensuring peak performance even during the periods of high usage. So our investigation of recommendation engines have revealed a variety of methods for selecting content for each users. So I would like to say that collaborative filtering, on the other hand, has a benefit of user item interaction and exposes hidden pattern in user behavior. So here the hybrid approach avail 91% accuracy with 92.2% precision, with 92.3% recall and 91.2% F1 score. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for the great presentation. I would request the session chairs to ask questions, if any, and conclude in marking the judgment sheet. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Next on, I would like to call paper ID 193, entitled Preventing Ethereum Blockchain Reentrancy Attacks Using Smart Mutex Lock.
Hello. Hello.
Ma'am, your voice is as low as it can be.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Greetings, everyone. My name is Nidhakar and I am currently in the third year of engineering, and I am doing my bachelor's of engineering from Chandigarh University. And my paper title is Preventing Ethereum Blockchain Reentrancy Attacks. In the world of decentralized smart contracts, Ethereum blockchain stands as a pillar of innovation. However, with innovation comes the responsibility to fortify our systems with potential vulnerabilities that poses a great threat. Reentrancy vulnerability is one of major threat to the blockchain technology that can threaten the trust we place in the blockchain. Our research not only identifies these vulnerabilities, but also proposes a solution that is named as smart.
Ma'am, your slide shade has disappeared.
And you are also muted.
Hello.
You are audible now. Ma'am, but your
Is
slide
my
isn't available.
screen
No, ma'am.
now?
Just a second.
Is my screen visible?
Yes, ma'am, it's visible now.
Okay. So in the world of decentralized finance and smart contracts, the Ethereum blockchain stands as a pillar of innovation, but there are many vulnerabilities that poses a threat to the blockchain security and threaten the trust of people that are using these decentralized finance systems. So these are the contents of my presentation. I will be talking about abstract, then introduction, then background, research problems, focus on the mechanism that we have.
Excuse me, ma'am, your slide is stuck. We are unable to see the content of the slide. Only first slide is visible to all of us.
I am sorry, my internet connection is unstable. I'm so sorry.
Next. Please discuss research problem.
Okay.
skip this abstract as well as
I'll-
introductory part.
Okay. Here comes the research challenges. There are several research questions that came to mind after there are so many existing solutions and proposed solutions by different researchers. Then the question
Screen is
arises
stuck on
that what
abstract.
makes the
We are
attackers
unable to see your research problem. Screen is stuck on abstract only.
Sir, but I am on the challenges. I don't know. My connectivity is unstable.
Maybe there is some technical glitch so that we are unable to see your current PPT.
May I start after some time,
No,
or
please
I'll
continue.
continue? I'll continue. Okay. So, what are the limitations of current existing solutions? The answer of the first question is that the mechanisms that have been proposed works on some predefined patterns only. And if the attacker uses new pattern to steal money, then this solution will fail gradually. Reentrancy attacks typically occurs at the application layer. So it is very important to imply a very secure smart contract. Tools that operate at the application layer preliminarily focus on analyzing the smart contract code and identify potential vulnerabilities within the code base itself. So now, second question is that how to implement a more secure smart contract which is free from reentrancy attacks. It should be answered only by implementing a more secure and feasible mechanism, which includes smart contract code analysis, vulnerability detection at the application layer itself, blockchain layer, and also at consensus layer. So our proposed mechanisms consist of checking for the insufficient balance. If that insufficient balance is there in the account, then we will notify the user. If not, then we will continue the transaction, and then check for the reentrancy attempt. If the reentrancy attempt is there, the mutex log will check it, and the address of the attacker will be saved and the transaction will be blocked. Here is the explanation of my concept. The mutex log sum contract is a secure smart contract which can be deployed on the Ethereum blockchain. It is equipped with advanced security measures, including mutex logs, to prevent reentrancy attacks and ensure the integrity of transactions. Users interact with contract by depositing and withdrawing Ether securely and perform some operations on specified input values. The contract maintains a mapping of user balances and employs mutex logs to control access and prevent multiple recursive calls, thereby ensuring the sequential and aggregation of functions. Furthermore, the contract provides a notification mechanisms for users and emit various events for logging and monitoring purposes. Here is the approach of our solution. Since the smart contract on blockchain platforms like Ethereum do not directly support mutex log due to their deterministic and asynchronous nature, we have used mutex logs in an effective and secure manner. The mutex mapping is used to keep the track whether the particular address is currently in the transaction to prevent reentrancy. The mutex variable is set to be true before any external call, preventing further calls until the transaction is completed. Once the transaction is completed, the mutex variable is set back to the false state. Here are some of the features of our proposed solutions. First of all is the reentrancy protection. The mutex log mechanism involves setting a log at the beginning of a function with the no reentrancy modifier, ensuring that the function cannot be reentrant until it completes. Second feature is event logging. Events were chosen for transparency, allowing external observers to track state changes. For example, mutex logged and mutex unlogged events indicate when a user's mutex is logged or unlogged. We have implemented safe math library usage, which is very crucial to prevent arithmetic overflow and underflow vulnerabilities. Then a withdrawal function is set, which allows the user to retrieve their deposited funds. Then a notification function enables user to receive custom messages. While the mutex locks add an extra layer of security, it may slightly impact the user experience by enforcing the sequential execution of operations. Of our proposed mechanism versus the existing method. Our proposed mechanism is actually the combination of various methods that are existing today, like time delay, check effects, reentrancy guards method, and best practice guidelines. And from the graph, we can see that mutex lock mechanisms provides effectiveness in preventing reentrancy than the other methods. But its ease of implementation is very complex. So in conclusion, we can say that this research area is crucial because smart contract cannot be changed once they have been deployed. The improvement of smart contract security faces numerous obstacles. For a smart contract holding significant sums of money, a simple code error can have disastrous effects. As a result, future research must be funded by both the private sector and academic community in order to strengthen the security and integrity of smart contracts. The research opportunities include the proposed paper has analyzed the underlying causes of Ethereum reentrancy attacks and has presented a smart solution that can identify, stop, and detect the attacker's account while a smart contract is being executed. In the future, we are advancing our smart contracts using the dynamic locking as well as
Ma'am, the time has already been passed, so please wind up.
Okay. As using hybrid locking mechanisms, this smart contract can also be safeguarded. The solution allows the transaction take the security that malicious miners can reach it. I have completed.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your great presentation. I would request Dr. Nikhil to ask questions, if any. Thank you so much, ma'am. Now I would like to call on our next presenter with paper ID 196, entitled Smart School Bus Intelligence System with Biometric Authentication for Student Attendance and Safety.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So it's paper ID 196, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Is my screen visible?
Yes, sir. It's on the introduction slide.
Yeah. So good afternoon, everyone. My paper ID is 196 with title Smart School Bus Intelligence System with Biometric Authentication for Student Attendance and Safety. So we are going. I just advise you put into the presentation mode so that it visible clear. So now it is visible. It's visible, but not it is into the this presentation mode. So I am in presentation mode. Can you see it? No. Wait. Hello, sir. Is it visible now? Not now, but it's visible partially, but it's still okay. You please continue. So I'm in full screen mode. I don't know why it is like that. You should know about this, but anyways, please. Okay. So in this PPT, we are going to see introduction, problem statement, project aim and objectives, project scope, proposed system, systems flowchart, methodology, and references. So school bus play a vital role in transporting children worldwide. We know that, and a significant issue is children being left on bus and resulting in tragic consequences. So this paper introduces a bus tracking system also with safety of children during their commute. The system includes entry and exit recordings of students, speed control mechanism, and bus safety mechanism that tracks students' entries and exits. So this system designed using microcontroller hardware, and also we have implemented a software system in it. So problem statement is it enhances student safety by preventing unauthorized individual from boarding into school buses. Also improve attendance tracking by automating the process of taking student attendance, reduces workload of bus driver by automating the process of taking students attendance. Also improve communication with parents by providing real time information about their children's bus location and attendance status. It provides a peace of mind for parents by knowing that their children are safe in the school bus. Objective is to develop a biometric authentication system that can accurately identify student as they board and exit the school bus. We have integrated biometric authentication system with school bus management system to track students attendance by bus location in real time. Also, we are developing a mobile app for parents that will allow them to track their children's school bus location, attendance status. Also, they will receive a message, SMS alerts when their children boards and leaves. So the project scope is improve student safety, improve attendance tracking, improve communication with parents, and also provide school administration with reports. So the overall report will be generated. Uh, so hardware component we are using a biometric device for attendance. We are using a GPS module, Arduino controller, Wi-Fi
Prathamesh,
module.
Prathamesh,
Yes, sir.
the problem remains same. It is neither into the presentation mode and your slide is stuck. So either you have to move your slide like this. You just move your slide so that we can able to see your content and
Yeah.
just simulation
Yes.
exists there.
Yes. I'll stop my sharing and again I'll present side. Wait.
Okay, please try. Share it again.
Yeah. So is it full screen now?
Not now, but you please rotate your slide so that we are able to see your content.
So,
Uh,
so can you see now?
yes. Please continue.
Yeah. So hardware components we are using is biometric devices, GPS module, Arduino controller, Wi-Fi module, and LCD display for bus driver. Also, software component we are using is server software and IoT firmware. So in our proposed system, we have biometric data that will be transmitted from the fingerprint to Arduino controller, and GPS data it will be sent to by Arduino module, and also we are using Wi-Fi module for IoT purpose. In user interfaces, admin will provide parents and it will provide admin or school with real-time information about the child's attendance and bus location, and that web interface will allow school authorities to manage school data, bus route, things like that. So this is our flowchart. We are using, as we have discussed, we are using microcontroller which will be connected to Wi-Fi module, and it will and that data can be seen by parents, admin, also teacher or staff. So we are utilizing a Arduino controller and various technologies to ensure student safety and security. It tracks the location of school bus using active biometric or fingerprint module to identify two to six specific static locations along the bus route. Real-time information such as current location, scan fingerprint, and bus route is displayed on LCD display. A user must register their fingerprint using a dedicated fingerprint module and switches before utilizing the system.
Also, an active Wi-Fi module sends location information to server, which is received by active GPS module. Each child's location is distinct, and users need to select the corresponding location before scanning their fingerprint. When child boards to bus, biometric identification is performed through fingerprint scanning, and system records child's time, location using Wi-Fi module. Also, this information is transmitted to a server, which subsequently forwarded to parents' Android application using data log. Also, parents can view information such as drivers' activities, bus location, and boarding time of children via web application. Upon child's arrival at school, they must once again scan their fingerprint, and this information is transmitted to server, and all that data is transferred to a web server. If child's fingerprint does not detected in the morning, it indicate potential absence, and parents will receive a notification on their smartphone. The driver will attend their required the driver and attendant are required to scan their fingerprint again upon departing from school, ensuring that all children are securely on board. If child fingerprint is missing, signifying that child is still in school or potentially in a concerning situation, then their parents will immediately receive a speech notification via Android application and data log for further investigation. So these are our references. And in conclusion, the smart bus intelligence system with biometric authentication is that uses fingerprint scanner.
Pratmesh,
Sorry.
it is into working mode. Your
No, sir. We are
proposed
currently.
model.
Yeah, it is proposed model, and we are currently working on it to make it working model.
Because such kind of same system we already used in this NCR zone. There are multiple agencies using such kind of same system where you can entry and exit messages just received by the parent itself. And somehow this is one problem associated with it. That is some ethical issues become the part of such kind of models. If you multi times you are sharing the information of your end user, so it might be hacked by someone, and it must be misused by anyone. So I just want to know the nobleness of your system. And if you
Yeah.
maybe entry and exit, it will really it's work with sensors in RFID world. So why
Sorry, sir.
physical touch
Last
is
few words were
required?
very inaudible to me, sir. What you said?
First is ethical issue associated with it.
Yeah.
Second, the same kind of model is already used in such big metropolitan cities. And the third one, you just multi times if someone give their biometrics impression, so it takes time, right? So it must be through sensor, right? Through iCard, it might be solve your purpose. But yes, your approach is good, but somehow some modification or some uniqueness is still required, where we can save ourselves with such kind of hackers or some kind of data stealing, right?
Yes, sir, sure. Security concerns are there, sir, but we will surely work on it. And for attendance, we can use NFC tags also. That can means there will be no delay in that.
Okay, that's all from my side. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, sir, for your presentation.
Yeah. Can I stop sharing?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Now I would like to call our next presenter with paper ID 182, entitled Oddity-Based Botnet Recognition Utilizing AI Model in the Internet of Things Framework.
Sir, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good
Sir, am
afternoon.
I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, sir. Sir, screen is visible.
Yes, screen is visible. Put into the presentation mode. Yes, now it is in presentation mode, and request you please enable your webcam.
Okay, sir. Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Rupa, and I'm going to present on audility-based botnet recognition utilizing AI model. So 1 minute, yes. So actually, advanced hooligans are giving the opportunity to mull over related conception. Actually, these are taking advantage of the chance to consider associated devices with their IoT malware. As a result, several new breakthroughs like IoT, etc., associated gadgets are gradually become more advanced. And in conclusion, we can say malware is focusing on the vulnerable gadgets. And we are focusing here, we have proposed a model which will identify the new sorts of impending assaults, and we will increase the accuracy, reduce the memory uses, and this model will show the accuracy up to 99.9%. The purpose of 1 minute, sir. The purpose of our model is to identify the new sorts of impending assaults and also accomplish the lightweight nature. Lightweight nature means will improve the efficiency of the model, and model is ready with the both IoT data set. And in this model, it washed out for the lopsidedness condition of the data set by changing using the desired techniques. Particularly, these assaults are tremendously difficult subsequent to contaminating the botnets, and the assailants have some control through the C and C server and send off the assaults on the person in question. And our proposed discovery design can recognize these assaults and their changes, and the framework can be used to identify new sorts of impending assaults. Basically, we have used the component determination approach in this. We have reviewed many papers. Some of the paper I've mentioned here. These are the base papers. Now I'm focusing on the proposed methodology. In the proposed methodology, we are taking a PCAP file of network, that is a packet captured file of the network, and the data files which is creating using a program. After this, we will pre-process, clean, normalize, and transform the data. We will do it in 3 phases. In first phase, we are pre-processing the data, as you can see in this methodology. In first phase, the information planning stage, we will clean the data set with the obscure qualities, which are shown in the diagram. And then after that, we will extract the feature. Feature engineering is done, and a smart algorithm is used to balance the data. This is the algorithm which is used for the data augmentation. And after that, it will forward it to the LGBM model, that is a light gradient boosting machine model, and we will train and test the data. After this, we will get benign and attacks. In this, the significant elements are chosen utilizing the chi-square coding techniques, which is utilized to choose
slide
the
is
main.
stuck. It's not okay. Please.
Sir, actually in 3 phases we are doing it. First phase, we are pre-processing the data and cleaning, normalizing, and transformation. And feature engineering is done, and we are using a smart algorithm that is used for the data augmentation. After this, we will send this data to the LGBM model. That is our proposed model. That is a light gradient boosting machine model, which is used to increase the efficiency. Basically, our focus is to increase the efficiency and reduce the memory uses. And we are taking the data approximately 9,000 of normal records. And in this data set, we are taking denial of service, distributed denial of service, key logging, and data infiltration, etc. After this, we will identify benign. Benign means some genuine or gentle and kindly favorable things, like that will reduce the memory uses, and some we will get some attacks. We will differentiate benign and attack. We will segregate these. And the last, in the last point, you can see the component designing cycle assess the model with further developing exactness and computational overhead by listening
Again,
the
slight
dimensional.
stick, ma'am. You please rotate your PPTs.
Sir, now
Yes, it is
uh,
result and
result and
discussion.
discussion.
Okay.
Is this okay, sir? Yes, sir.
Yes,
So
yes.
the model is effectively ready to arrange the malignant and harmless occasion in the organization. In this analysis, each connected element information is extricated from approaching all the bundle information which depend on the characterized highlight sets for every classification. In this stage, we are we are identifying that an element choice strategy is applied for the framework to be the lightweight, that is a component determination approach, and the boards create the align and occasion, and getting order from the board is by means of the order and control. You can see the true positive results in the on the right side in figure, where we are differentiating genuine positive and genuine negative. And these are some other algorithms uh, uh, through which we have compared our model, and the result is shown in the right side.
And that's fine, ma'am. That's fine.
Okay.
It's
In
fine.
this
But
one, yes.
okay. Can you please show me the previous slide where you found your results?
Yes, yes,
Like,
yes.
the previous one?
Yes.
Yeah. In this particular slide, that result and discussion, your results is 100%. You know,
Sir,
accuracy,
actually, this is
precision, recall, and
yes, yes.
these
So this
results
is
are one,
that
that
is
means it is 100% accurate. Okay, please explain.
yes. So this is used for a limited data set. If we increase the data set, actually,
May I know
I
your
have
source?
used the
May I know your source, please? From where
So
you get your
yes,
data
yes.
or analysis?
Bot IoT data set. So kaggle.com.
But I strongly believe during the application or during the practicality, there is some mistake so that your result is it's 10 to the 100%. That means there is no error at all. Your F1 score, recall value, precision, and accuracy, everything is one. It means it means everything is perfect, right?
So
So
actually,
either
this is implemented only for the limited data set, and we are implementing for with large data set also. There will be testing is
okay, come
going
to
on
the
right
next
now.
point. Come to the next slide, please.
Okay, sir.
Now, if you are comparing the different algorithms what earlier
Yes.
performed by the seminals, that
So
means they
these
are
all are
very
just
close
for
to 99, very close to
yes.
98.
So
But
these
your
all are
research,
implemented for the same data set.
I
Now,
know,
if we change the data
the
set,
data
then
set.
yes, sir.
Definitely, you need to change your data set. Otherwise, it is objectionable if your result is 100% one. It means your system, your model is error free, and in this particular domain, there is no further requirement of research is required, right?
Okay, sir. Noted, sir.
So,
Noted.
so yes, you must to execute your algorithms. I saw your you just give a algorithm or some kind of steps in
Yes.
your paper.
Yes,
So,
sir.
what exactly are those, and what is SMART? Why you use SMART?
Sir, this is used to balance the data. For imbalanced data, we use it. This is
Your
used for the
answer is
basically data
your answer
augmentation.
is it's fine. It's fine. Your answer is partially correct, but I just advise you you have to use the same model or algorithm with some other data so that
Okay,
you
sir.
know the reality of accuracy of your model, right?
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Definitely.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, sir. So may I stop to share the
Yes,
screen?
ma'am. You can.
Sure, please.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Next on, I would like to call our next presenter with paper ID 198 entitled Exploratory Data Analysis for an Analysis of the Impact of Social Media on Mental Health.
Sir, can I share my screen?
Yes, sir. So just to confirm, it's paper ID 198, right?
Yes, sir. It's 198. Good afternoon, everyone. And hello. 1 minute.
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Vaibhav Gangaon. So the topic of research paper is exploratory data analysis for the survey of social media on mental health with the automation. In this session, we'll see this content. First, we'll see the introduction, then literature review, then methods used, proposed work, and the conclusion. So we'll see the introduction.
Please skip the introduction.
So in the
Start with
introduction,
okay. No, please skip this introduction. Start with your model, your uniqueness.
So first of all, what we have done, we have generated a Google form in which we have asked multiple questions and collected the data regarding the youth millennials about their social media uses, and many more questions related to it. Then we have converted that data into CSV file, which is comma separated file, and generated a EDA report. And through that EDA report we have got this output and this result, and we have concluded some conclusion. And the some graphs are also we have generated, which are generated using some Python, matplot, and the library. Data collection. As I have already told, we have generated a Google survey form to analyze the collected data to help to recognize that the positive and negative impacts of social media on the mental health. All the data collected, were then appended into single Excel sheet for this purpose analysis of social media. In this survey, exploratory data analysis, which is EDA, is applied to explore the data and summarize the key insights. It will give us the basic comprehension of data, its distribution, null values, and much more. We can either explore data using graphs or through some Python function. Analysis task is performed with the collected data, which is stored in CSV file. Special tools and techniques are applied for this task. We describe the percentage of some people's opinion through the graph. In this Google form, we have collected the responses of 190 students. There were 11 variables and 190 observations. And there were some missing cells, which means some data was not available. In this Google form, we have asked multiple questions like how much time you spent on social media, and are you addicted to social media or not?
Weber, can you focus how you can judge the mental status or mental health through automation? The criteria, the variable, how you can measure.
Sir, please repeat again.
The question is that how you can measure mental health through automation.
Okay. We will but first we will study multiple people's. We will give a data set to the our.
I'm not
to
talking
our
about the
machine.
process. I'm talking about the criteria, the variable which decided, yes, these criteria through which you can evaluate, through which you can compute the mental health of or somehow automated system help out you to measure the mental health.
we can imply it by like the recommendation algorithm. So we can study that the people who are affected, mentally affected, then how they are, uh, what's their recommendation system, what they are watching, what they are consuming data, and how they are reacting to some specific video or not. So like that we can generate the data and come on the
Actually,
conclusion.
such kind of analysis is not. It's just like a survey through which you can compute something where variables is generated to your own. You have your own assumptions, and yes, no doubt, the sample size of your the whole size of your study is how many observations there?
190 observation and real observations.
Okay, and everything is performed through Excel itself.
No, we have we have collected the data.
Okay,
Then we have then we have converted the
come to you, Vaibhav, come to your conclusion.
okay. Then we have converted that data into CSV file, and we have given to we have generated the EDA report.
Come
So
to conclusion.
from this conclusion, in this survey, we found that social media is helping people to share their emotions and thoughts. Social media's impact on both its positive and negative, and it can lead to the feelings of insecurity, jealousy, bullied by people, and addiction of social media, FOMO, objectification, exposure to the negative news and events, and some kind of feeling of loneliness. Ultimately, the goal should be use social media in the way to enhance and live and to grow day by day. And also in the era of busy schedule, people should stay connected with each other.
Okay, Vaibhav, two suggestions to you. First of all, you have to just either very much clear in your variable, which in future or further going to decide the mental health, or you have to associate with some automation system. And again, these points are very much common. Nothing new, nothing novelness in it. Anyone can suggest you if you talk to 10 people, the result remains same. So it's good. It's an approach, and being a student, you can try. You can enhance your model towards some uh, data-driven or some kind of recommendation system. It is something where you just received some response, and on that particular response you create some kind of results. It's never solve your purpose at all. You work hard in the same domain, and then I am sure you will get something better than that. Right?
I will take it in consideration.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Sir, can I stop sharing screen?
Sure.
Thank you so much. Thank
Hello,
you so
sir.
much for the presentation.
Hello, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir, my paper ID is 247.
Mm-hmm.
Is it present? Can I present it?
Sir, just a second. I need to
Okay, sir.
After approx, we have two more presenters, so it might be it will take 20 more minutes. Right?
Okay, sir, no problem.
Yes, sir. Now I would like to call the presenter for paper ID 203, entitled
Hello, sir.
Comparative.
Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay, sir. Give me one
The
second. I'm sharing my screen.
presenter for paper ID 203, entitled Comparative Analysis for Tracking Algorithms for Drone Monitoring Applications.
Yes, sir. Sir, is my screen visible?
Yes.
Is it in presentation mode or is there
Yes,
something?
sir. It's in presentation mode.
Okay, so shall I begin?
Yes.
So, good afternoon, everyone. And my name is Guladab Baba, and today I will be presenting our paper, which
Sorry
is.
sorry to interrupt, but let's now all stick to our time limit as we are running
Okay.
short of time.
So, straight on methodology or what? Hello, sir.
So continue as of right now.
You please continue as and when,
Okay.
if required, we can move you
Yeah, sure, sir.
to the next one.
So, sir, coming to the introduction part, the idea came because we were developing a drone which is an autonomous drone. So we decided why not we apply it into some applications which are actually being used in autonomous drones. So for that, we found that there was no certain like software based application for it that can be used. So for that, we decided to analyze various algorithms which can provide us with optimal solution in tracking the autonomous drones and deciding optimal path or execution of doing a technique. So that can be our problem statement also. Just a second. That we needed to create a dedicated mobile application, mainly mobile application for drones, because in laptop or any other web browser system we have a few applications already. So coming to the objectives, our objective was to analyze the performance of our algorithm, which was the main focus. And the second thing was to analyze that whether it is better than GPS and Wi-Fi or existing technologies which are being implemented. And third was to identify whether it is applicable to real life drones or not. Like in simulated environment we have applicated, but in real environment we are working on it. And fourth was to make it more user friendly experience. So coming to the literature review, the review of literature were done using Google Scholar by finding various paper and reading various articles, from which we get to know if the system is even implementable and how rest of the existing solutions are being implemented in the environment. So coming to our methodology system, so mainly our tracking system aims to discover the most efficient route or the paths which can be used to execute a task. And now coming to the first part of our methodology, which is geofencing and geotargeting. So these were the two technologies which we have used. So geofencing is like a technology which helps in identifying an individual invisible boundary or a virtual boundary of a particular area. Like we can divide our area into sectors or anything, and using that boundary we can analyze like what is the user requirement of that sector. Based on that we can assign drones to that. If like a user sector has requirement of 4 to 5 tasks, only one drone can be assigned. If has 20 to 30 tasks, we can assign more drones. So that way we use geofencing to analyze that data. And geo-targeting is a feature which helps us in providing user information about their tasks. Like when a drone enters a particular geofencing area, it gives a notification to the user that the drone has entered in your area and the task will be executed in this much time, depending upon the requirement of the task. The second was route optimization. Like I said, in the area there can be 4 to 5 tasks, so it was necessary to identify how the task can be executed such that the time is optimal and the performance of our drone is optimal. For that we use the route optimization technique, and it helps us in understand. In this we fed the data of all the locations and the path which can be taken, and after that applying route optimization, it gives us an optimal path which can be taken to each and every location to complete the task in minimum possible time. Now coming to the another part, which is strangulation based technique. This is also which the thing I noticed in most of the previous papers.
You please move on your screen, ma'am. I think it is stuck. Yes, yes.
Okay, so this is the triangulation based technique. So basically the meaning of technique is normally drone rely on only one satellite. So when we did that, we were getting actual fluctuations, and the location which was drone supposed to go, it used to differ from that location. So that's why we use this triangulation based technique. So in this we use like 3 points from 3 different satellites, which provide us with 3 location of the drone, and we calculate the centroid of these points to give us a more accurate location of the drone, which we can give to the users regarding their task and like where the location of the drone is currently right now. Now coming to the third part, which is the machine learning technique, which was also necessary because all the previous techniques were applicable to a single drone, but we are not talking about a single drone, we are talking about a whole system of drones. So that's why we needed something AI based and ML based, so that we can handle multiple drones without putting workload on the manual labor or the user. So for that we decided to use the deep sort technique. So what it does, it extracts the important features like the geographic area, the distance from the ground station, and the weather conditions. And based on that, it tells us like if a drone is supposed to go to a hilly area, how it can go and what time it will take. So all the things were noticed by using the deep sort technique, and then we combined it with the route optimization to provide us with the optimal paths. Now coming to the working of our application is divided into two parts. One is the developer end and one was the user end. In developer end, all these algorithms were combined and a data set was created which was uh, optimal, and the task which concluded, or the paths which have to be followed to complete the task. And in user end, each user will get the information about their intended task and like the time in which the task will be completed. So as you can see here, I have a kind of model of our system in which we have
Okay,
looked at.
okay, this it's fine, it's fine. As I saw in your paper, you implement this deep sort, right?
Yes, sir.
As well as we all are visited, or as we all are the victim, the idea of how IIT Delhi students applying numbers of drones together to draw different images, right?
Yes, sir.
So
Yes.
that is the one aspect. Your goal is to find out what distance in which
Sir,
measurement,
our
what
goal
exactly
is
deep
like
sort.
we are, I can explain that we are developing a delivery based drone, which is a different concept, not based in this paper. But our idea is basically to like, if we need to deliver 4 products to 4 different people in a particular sector, we need to find the optimal path, because drone does not have an endless battery. We need to find in minimum possible time and using the optimal battery percentage how it can completely deliver those tasks. So that's where our main idea for this research.
Okay, okay. Please come to the
Yeah,
conclusion of your
yeah,
of your
sure,
paper.
sure. So, sir, based on the conclusions, and we get to know that we have implemented the idea in simulations and we have got the results also. And we are currently working on applying this idea in real time with our present autonomous delivery drone. And so future scope of this idea can be seen that uh, one thing is we can work more on the UI and UX of the application, which is kind of lacking right now in our paper, in our application also. And we can further improve the accuracy by using a bigger data set. Like we can analyze, if we take thousands of locations or that, how can the data set be implemented in that and what will be the accuracy. So there are some areas which require further improvement. And sir, that with that I'm done with my presentation. Thank you.
Okay, idea is good, and yes, the same kind of thing is executed in many places where everyone would like to take some shortest path, and how many product can be delivered at a single span. So that's good, and your process is somehow and in which environment you developed your program.
Sir, we currently use the beta flight simulator.
Okay. Okay, okay. And as far as the programming is concerned, how you executed in
So
for
like
the
for
betterment?
the, yeah, so for the maps we use the Google Map API, and we got different maps of different sectors, and then using Python libraries we implemented these algorithms, and we got to know like what can be the optimal paths which are represented in our result also.
Okay, okay, that's it. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. So may I stop
Thank,
sharing my screen now?
yes, you can.
Oh, thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Next on, I would like to call our next presenter with paper ID 212, entitled An Intelligent IoT-Based Alert Messaging System for Water Tank Level, Water Quality and Flow Detection.
Yes, sir. Is my screen visible?
Yes, sir.
So, good afternoon, everyone. Myself, Vaibhav Lokhande from Sanjoni College of Engineering, Kopargaon, pursuing final year BTech in Information Technology. My paper title is An Intelligent IoT-based Alert Messaging System for Water Tank Level, Water Quality and Flow Direction. I am the first author at Vaibhav Lokhande, and with here are my co-authors. We written this paper. So basically our introduction is we focuses on the leverage of Internet of Things technology, addressing the challenges of effective water resources management in modern world. The goal is to implement an intelligent alert message system that provides the real-time monitoring, remote administration of water storage tank. This system aims to notify the end users about the water level status and water quality status, and it is also shown on web-based dashboard or mobile application. Additionally, it offers the insight into water level, flow, and quality of the water. So our abstract of our paper is an IoT-based alert monitoring system is introduced in the study with the intention of informing end user when water tank is full or empty. Also, it notifying the user that the water supplied from any source is clean or not, and also showing that result on web dashboard or in any mobile application. So here is literature review. We use these base papers. In a first paper stated that
Can you please skip this literature review?
methodology and intelligent IoT-based alert messaging system for water tank level, water quality, flow detection. This is the name of our proposed system. And what we are doing in this project is we are using ESP8266 node MCU model to send the data from end user to the sensors. We are using water level float switch and water quality sensors like pH sensor and turbidity sensor. This element precisely determine water level, water flow, and also water quality. And with the help of Twilio API, we are sending the alerts that your water tank is empty or water level is full. Or water quality is below level.
Okay,
Or,
please directly come to your work. This is your methodology. I saw there are some diagram in your paper. Okay, please explain this flow and what exactly it is.
Okay, sir. Basically, in system architecture, our inputs are water level sensors, water flow sensor, and water quality sensor. They are sending the data to ESP8266. It is stored in database, and database send it to the PHP model we are developed, that is web dashboard or application, or it automatically turn on or off the motors when the water is full or empty, and also send the alerts of water quality. In flow diagram, we can show that it starts, then it checks water quality. If not good, it shows on dashboard and also alert the user. Afterwards, it checks the water level. We have two modes, automatic and manual. If our proposed system in automatic mode, when the water level is about 80 or 89%, it automatically turn off the motor. And in manual mode, we have to manually check from the web dashboard that our water tank level is full or empty, and also for the water quality.
Next, please.
Yes, it is our result. Basically, in the messaging system, we can see it sends the message that your water tank is full. You can switch off the motor. It is done in manual mode.
Vaibhav, just about Vaibhav. I just want to know to you the water level is fine. What do you exactly meaning of water quality? What kind of measurements you have to measure, which ensure the quality of the water? It might be
Yes,
into
sir.
the tank or a big tank.
Yes, sir. We given the turbidity sensor. We are checking the turbidity, and also we are measuring the pH. So basically, we are implementing for the drinkable water tanks. So basically, drinkable water tank have pH around 7, and there is no turbidity in it.
PS7 is too less for your information. For human body, if it is just around 100 or between 70 to 100. right? But so that means it's applicable for the small tank or 1,000 liters tank. It's also applicable the same model for all the labels because you talk two things together: quality, label. So how you can ensure it's work with volume or it's just like a RO system?
Yes, sir. Basically, water tanks are dirty at the end bottom level. So we are placing the float sensors. They are checking the water levels, and afterwards we are taking PS sensor or turbidity sensor, so it can check the water quality.
Um, I do not know your area, but if the same is applicable in NCR zone, so I think your machine is always vibrating because the pH value, this TDS value of this water is too high in NCR zone, especially. So I'm unable to understand the utility of your device.
So basically, it is a messaging system and it is our web dashboard. It's showing that the staff quarter overhead tank is 75% and the aqua RO tank is overhead tank is 25%. Here are the web dashboard for our proposed system.
Okay, there are some mechanisms, some machines, some circuits you also represent or present in your own machine. So these are the working model or
Yes,
some images brought from the
no, so this is a
this
working
internet.
model, sir. We are
Okay.
tested this for last 5 to 6 months, and
Hmm.
it's working properly.
And approximately expense of the entire project or these kinds of circuits or instruments.
So basically, we not calculated, but approximately 5 to 6,000 for making for the
Okay.
sensors, and we need the premium version of Tulio API, and also for the
Hmm.
site maintaining. We are also live the site.
Okay. ठीक है. It's okay. Nice approach. So thank you, Vepo.
Okay, so thank you. Sir, can I
Thank you
show
so
you
much.
the site?
No, not because there is a time constraint, and so that I'm keen to know, but somehow this time is not going to support me.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, sir. Next one, I would like to call upon our next presenter with paper ID 207 entitled Predictive Maintenance of Industrial Equipments Using IoT and Machine Learning.
Am I audible?
Yes.
So, good evening, everyone. The title of my presentation is just a minute. The title of my presentation is Predictive Maintenance of Industrial Equipment Using IoT and Machine Learning. Is my screen visible?
Yes, it's visible.
Okay. So, beginning with the abstract, the study examines the predictive maintenance of the industrial equipment through the Google form. We gathered various viewpoints from the experts of the disciplines of the machine learning, the Internet of the Things, and information technology. We learned from the survey that if we don't take a protective step to maintain the industrial equipment, there will be a great loss in the economy because instead of our thinking was that instead of focusing on wasting the money of for getting the new equipment, we should focus on how the equipment should be maintained for the long run time. A lot of rubbish will be produced, which will be further contribute to pollution and several other issues, including a lack of equipment and many others. This study examines the predictive maintenance of the industrial equipment. Through a Google form, we gathered various viewpoints from the experts in the disciplines of machine learning, Internet of Things as well. To ensure the best operation of the machinery and processes, industrial IoT makes use of IoT devices and sensors to monitor the machines and the environments. One industrial IoT technology that has gained interest recently is the predictive maintenance, which tracks the health of the equipment to predict likely the failure of the components. Massive volumes of data are gathered, handled, and finally analyzed using machine learning algorithms to enable the effective predictive maintenance. So, shall I go with the introduction or shall I? like go for the methodology?
You please skip the introduction.
Okay, sir. So the system, the proposed system. So IoT predictive maintenance utilizes the sensors and the IoT technologies to gather the real-time data on the equipment condition and the potential problems. Data collection involves monitoring of the various factors such as temperature, pressure, and vibration. The data collected is transmitted to a centralized system or a cloud platform for storage and the analysis. Data preparation involves the cleaning, normalizing, and transforming for the data analysis. And features of engineering captures equipment behavior and performance characteristics. Machine learning algorithms are trained using the historical data on the normal operation and known failures. Anomaly detection is performed using the updated sensor data to identify the deviation from a normal behavior. Predictive maintenance enables proactive scheduling of repairs and replacement to prevent the breakdowns. And this is the graphical representation of the temperature or the process temperature and the real number. So basically here the process temperature the term process temperature refers to the minimum temperature of heating medium that must be maintained in accordance to the process schedule. As the temperature increases, it may cause the system or the equipment to get defected very quickly. So the PT, that is the processing temperature, is represented in the above graph by the real number and the letter K. So according to the information about the product's minimum process temperature is 305.7 Kelvin and the process temperature highest value is 313.8 Kelvin. Consequently, a product average mean process temperature is roughly 310.005 Kelvin. The second parameter is the air temperature. When the climate changes due to the hot or the cold weather, the term air temperature is used because the temperature changes can cause the rusting of the equipments. So the product's minimum air temperature should be is 295.3 Kelvin as can be seen from the graph above. Additionally, 304.5 Kelvin is the highest possible value for the air temperature, and the product has 300.0049 Kelvin average mean air temperature, and this is the graphical representation of the air temperature. This is the speed of the rotation. So the more speed can cause the loosening of the parameters which are fitted in the particular equipment. So if information about the rotational speed is displayed on the above graph. So rotating systems, rotational speed, also known as speed of the rotation, can be calculated as the number of rotation it completes in the particular amount of the time. So the rotational speed is measured in the rate per minute, and the average mean rotational speed should be 1538.77 decimal.
Trupti, it's fine. It's fine. It seems good. And thank you so much for visiting this paper.
Okay, sir.
Okay. You can please stop sharing.
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much. Now I would like to call our next presenter with paper ID 247, entitled Dynamic System for Ramification of Partial Replacement of Portal Water in Concrete Using Distillatory Spent Wash for QoS with.
Yes, sir. Hello, sir. Good evening, sir. I will share my screen. Let's start with the introduction. Current method of civil engineering will be less effective at protecting the built environment without reinforced concrete structure, since these buildings are vital to the presentation of the built environment. When building using reinforced concrete, the most essential component is cement. Cement is what? Bind together all the different types of aggregates and a reinforcement to create a composite that is long lasting and robust. The kind of cement that is used has a significant impact on the tensile strength of reinforced concrete building as well as lifetime of these structures. On the other hand, in order to manufacture regular cement, a considerable amount of both energy and material is
I
required.
just advise you, please skip your this introductory part. Come to the your methodology or your uniqueness.
Yes, I will come to the need of this flexural strength enhancement. The this strength of RC becomes BMs is of the paramount important as it determines their ability to withstand binding forces, making it as a critical parameter in the design and construction of infrastructure. Reducing a cement consent in the RC structure is a vital step towards sustainability, as it is crucial carbon emission, conserves resources and lowers the construction cost. However, it possesses the challenges of maintaining or enhancing the materials mechanical.
My single aspect is that how you can apply the technicality of in this paper. How this paper is towards its own technicality. Please focus on it.
Technicality. So its tensile capacity, strain ratio, bend position, compression loads, and external on the concrete at the compression faces.
That is something which can be implemented in any other stream, not especially in data science or computer science or particular theme of our own. So I'm unable to know the relevance of this paper you are presenting here.
Relevance means the cement that is we are using to build more buildings. This prefer is to reduce that cement as it is not sustainable in the environment.
Okay, Ritesh, because this approach is maybe a bit different for our own theme. So, if next time, if I'm not uh, commenting anything on your paper on your project, it might be defocused for as far as our theme is concerned. So it has its own relevance, but not in the right place, right? So with this advice, I just advise you whatever you want to be enhance in it in your proposed work, you please do, right?
Okay, sir.
So
I will work
thank you,
on it.
Ritesh.
Yes, thank you, sir.
Now I would like to call our next presenter with paper ID 191, entitled An Evaluation of Effective Design Parameters on Earthquake Performance on RC Buildings using ETAB softwares. Do we have the presenter for paper ID 191? And next, I would like to call upon the presenter for paper ID 273, entitled Deep Learning Models for Early Diagnosis of Pancreatic Cancer. To all the participants and audience sitting in the room, I hope there is no one left for their presentation. I would like to thank all the session chairs, Dr. Nikhil, and especially Dr. Pradeep Verma, for their wisdom and your kind presence. Also, I would like to thank everyone for joining the session and patiently cooperating for being such a wonderful audience. Thank you so much.
I'm sorry, I was not able to join completely because of the network problems. I'm sorry for that.
It's absolutely fine, sir. There's no problem at all. As you said, you are into some
Yeah. I listened
remote
last few
location.
papers. Unfortunately, I
Okay.
was not able to connect in between. So I'm very sorry for that.
No, it's fine, sir. It's fine, sir. Your guidance is highly required, and it's fine. Your
Thank,
input
thank you
is
very much.
there. Thank you so
Thank
much,
you very
sir.
much, sir.
Thank
Thank
you
you. Thank
for
you.
your cooperation, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. Good day.
Any okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Anyone is still left, or anyone just waiting for their own turn? I believe not now. So
I would like to thank everyone for joining the session and patiently cooperating, for being such a wonderful audience. Thank you so much, everyone. All may leave this meeting now. Thank you.